What's up, guys? This is Dustin at Team 1000X coming at you with another video. Today we're going to talk about some of the crypto thoughts that I have. And before we get started, apologies for this angle. I need to get a phone mount in my car, so you're kind of just chilling on the steering wheel at the moment, looking at me through said steering wheel. We're just gonna roll with it and get this uploaded, and hopefully the next round of crypto thoughts, which will be, I think, the name of the series that I'm gonna have when we're just chilling in the car and just things on top of my head about the crypto space and what's going on there. So it's the morning. So yesterday, Bitconnect has jumped to slot number 8 on CoinMarketCap, which again, it just kind of gives more credence to its ability to be an amazing coin, but yet people still doubt. It's moving up. It jumped over Neo, which is a great feat in and of itself, and it's going to keep going. It's the only coin. If you go through all of the coins, okay, we're talking altcoins. If you go through all of them, don't be misled by the USD to altcoin currency of your choice valuation, because what you need to be looking at is the Bitcoin to altcoin valuation. And you can see on CoinMarketCap the graph that goes through all that per coin, and you can see things are just dropping off. Bitconnect is not dropping off. It is the only coin that is aligned strategically and specifically to Bitcoin as it rises. So I wouldn't be surprised if before in my opinion, we'll talk about this in a minute, inevitability of Bitcoin resetting and dropping a lot, before that happens, I would not put it past Bitconnect Coin to hit number 5, which is insanity. But here we are. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about that now. The Bitcoin rise and fall of the last couple days has been really interesting. So it kind of caught me in a beneficial place. I thought it was kind of gonna screw me a little bit, but it ended up helping me. So I was going through a process of getting money into Coinbase, and in order to do that in the amount that I wanted to do it, I had to use a wire transfer. And there were some hiccups in that process, but because there was a hiccup, the volatility of where Bitcoin is right now, it actually dropped down several $100s, so I bought in cheaper than I would have, which is really good. And then, just to kind of carry this forward a little bit, there was a situation where I was going to invest that Bitcoin into another place, and as I was doing that, they had a hiccup, and during their hiccup, the Bitcoin price rose more, which was beneficial in this circumstance. So, I don't know, two things of bad luck that I thought actually ended up being pretty good luck. So that said, it just kind of shows where Bitcoin is at the moment, and that has a lot to do with people just not knowing how to behave, or the market not knowing how to handle people coming in and trying to get on that BTC Gold coming through with this next hard fork in the next couple days. I think there's 6 days before that mine is blocked, maybe 5, somewhere in between there. So it's just people trying to get in on that before it happens. It's already beyond hyped, and then so if you do the math on the comparison of Bitcoin Cash and its highest peak of where people could have sold out from when the hype bubble of the next fork started, I would say probably a couple weeks ago, Bitcoin itself has already grew past what you would be getting in that scenario, and it's not even that $800 or whatever Bitcoin Cash got to was instantaneous. It was held for a while before it got to that point. So it's already out of control. It makes no sense. So it's illogical, which kind of explains why we're seeing this weird climb, plateau for a day, drop, rise back up at least 3/4 or more to where it was. And I don't know, we'll see. I expect it to keep going down. It may have a couple bounces, it's hard to explain, it's hard to predict, you can't, it's just magic. So just accept it. If you're gonna hold. don't be in altcoins. Like I said, go through and look at how they are comparing to the Bitcoin price, and there's just more bang for your buck by holding Bitcoin right now. It's probably the best investment you can make, and probably until things stabilize, probably after Segwit 2x, I mean, we won't see any kind of real stability, I don't believe. Now, where does that leave me in my predictions? This isn't trying to be FUD. I read a lot of stuff, and I listen to a lot of people that I consider smart, and using their opinions versus my own kind of analysis and gut, this is what I think is going to happen and what needs to happen. So, January 1st, 2018, I think that Bitcoin's price will be around, let's say between $3,000 and $4,000. So we will get a post-Segwit dump, and that's just going to be where Bitcoin exists for a bit. I don't think it will stay there long. It may linger a little bit, but the flip side of that coin is that I think that it's going to be in July 2018, it'll be 10K. So why do I say this? One, because I think people are just going to dump, and it's going to kind of set that standard. However, Bitcoin itself is in desperate need of a de-hyped reset, because it just needs to become mainstream. And I think that one more drain, one more reset, one more sobering moment for everyone, and then that's it. Like, that's all it needs, and it's gone into the moon. And maybe we'll have more of those situations, but it will not be anywhere close to where it is today. Like, maybe it will be in the 5 figures that someone will reset it, and the reset will be 9,000, or 10,000 because it was at 30. I don't know, but it just needs the ability to kind of breathe a little bit and ebb and flow like a normal market, because you don't want to have the tulip mania situation back whenever that happened. If you haven't heard of that, it's a very interesting story on inflation. Just check it out on Wikipedia. So anyway, that's where I think Bitcoin is headed. There's no signs of that happening at all yet, so this is just speculation entirely. So you're free to have your own speculation, and I'm free to have mine. But please don't let it influence you. You make your own choices. Okay, so the last thing to talk about is, so Bitconnect is going to have a conference in a week or two. I think it's the end of this month, and it's in Thailand. And this is kind of their yearly situation where they talk to their people that have done well and other investors or whoever's interested, and just kind of, it's a state of the union for them. And one of the things that they're going to be announcing, and this was actually pulled from their itinerary, which they gave to people who have said that they're going to come, is there's going to be a partnership with Uquid. And Uquid is an ICO, very similar to, if you haven't heard of it, 10X or any of those other cards, like BitPay, maybe a little bit different than that. But these cards that are tapped into the current credit system, Visa, MasterCard, and allow you to put, alt or Bitcoin on these cards and spend them as if they were like real money, and spend them as if they were fiat money. And people can use them like they would anywhere with the credit card transaction systems that exist today. So why this is important is that partnership is going to help Uquid kind of rise up and compete more so with these other names that you might have heard of or already been investing in. So like I said, Uquid is an ICO. If you take what they're asking for per coin right now, it's like 1 ETH for 175 Uquids, whatever their UQC coin is. So that translates to roughly about $1.70-ish per coin. So that's kind of expensive for an ICO. It feels a little bit like, but at the same time, Bitcoin and Bitconnect are going to rise so much, and this is a space where it is like the only way that normies can participate in a way that they're familiar with in this Bitconnect system, in this Bitcoin system. So, it may be a longer term investment. It won't be a flip or anything like that, but there's a really good shot that you're going to have an ROI on your $1.70 per coin, even though it feels a little bit expensive. So anyway, just a thing out there, hasn't happened yet. You might buy in while you can. Who knows if it'll sell out after this announcement. So go check out Uquid's website, see what they're about, try and find, you know what, in the comments of this video, I will link to the itinerary that's posted on the Bitconnect website. And that way you guys can see for yourself where it says Uquid and what they're talking about, and do some more research based off of that. So that's pretty much it. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, share, turn on notifications. Still a young channel, getting this up and going. Again, apologies for this worm's eye view of my face. It will be better in the future. Hopefully this was informative and we talked about some things that you were interested in. All right, guys, talk to you later. Peace.